Styles walking a little gingerly to the arena here tonight. I think maybe nursing an injury, perhaps?
Oh, well, we don't think perhaps. We know for a fact he was attacked by the Cole twins, who were obviously paid off by Jeff G. Bailey because they don't want any part of Romeo Bliss in a fair one-on-one bout, because AJ knows Romeo pinned him once and he can just as easily do it again.
Was being a little facetious there, obviously, with that left knee brace on Romeo Bliss. Obviously, the man is somewhat of a hurt and carbon unit right now, and it's dangerous to be involved in the match with AJ Styles. Even if you're in perfect health, things could be a real, true test for the talents of Romeo Bliss here tonight.
And you know something about AJ Styles, he's best known for his high flying, but we've mentioned it before, he was an all-state, he's a member of the all-state team here in the state of Georgia as a Greco-Roman wrestler in high school, and actually just this past week he returned to his alma mater, to his high school, and actually got on the mat with several of the wrestlers on the school wrestling team, and he says he's going to go back to basics for this bout against Romeo.
So when he was matching holds, whatever, with some of those high school students, and then he dusted off and hit them all with a chair, right?
No, he actually didn't. I mean, you know, because he's got the high flying, and ever since he's hooked up with the NWA Elite, he has that dirty streak. And so he worked on honing the one area which he felt he was the weakest, and that was his ground game. But Romeo Bliss, quite the ground grappler himself. He's flamboyant, he's showy, but he can get it done in the ring.
I tell you something, although I don't care for his alliance with Jeff G. Bailey, but I don't think there are any weaknesses in the attack, in the offense of AJ Styles. The man is perhaps the most complete wrestler. Perhaps, I don't know, if there is a future in professional wrestling from one guy, even though we have dozens, even if one guy here at Wildside, it is AJ Styles without a doubt.
I'm going to have to agree with you, but it won't be until he realizes that Jeff G. Bailey is holding him back and also taking a huge chunk of his money as well as his manager.
Fair enough. Maybe AJ Styles has been so successful despite Jeff G. Bailey, not necessarily because of him.
Well, before hooking up with Bailey, he was a two-time Wildside television champion. Since he has been with Bailey, he has yet to hold any gold.
That's true. That's a good point. I wonder if it's maybe it's adding to the frustration of one AJ Styles, but perhaps not. Maybe Jeff tends to change the subject whenever it's brought up.
Jeff, a very smooth talker, and now Styles going for a backslide, but Romeo kicks him down low.
Whoa, that's one of AJ Styles' recent tricks. Romeo's learning from the best.
Romeo going for that pile driver, but couldn't do it. Turned it into a roll, but we've seen Romeo defeat many an opponent with that pile driver. Could AJ Styles be the next man to be added to that list? And if he is, he's out. He's out of Wildside for 30 days.
Oh, that's something that no one involved in this match wants. Personally, I kind of wish we can get Jeff G. Bailey involved so maybe he can lose the match and he can be gone for 30 days.
Yeah, but you know what? Just because you wouldn't have to see him here in the NCW arena doesn't mean his presence isn't felt. Between all the faxes and emails and phone calls I get every day from that little weasel, ironing out contract clauses, wanting blue M&Ms in his private locker room for the NWA Elite. What a bunch of garbage.
Hey, wait a second. I get all the blue M&Ms in my dressing room. Is that the ones he's supposed to be getting?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, I guess I'll be getting another letter from him this week.
Troubles my... Are you telling me that Jeff G. Bailey's omnipresent? What a horrifying thought.
As long as he's not omnipotent, and no one is here in Wildside.
Obviously not. And obviously right now we have Romeo Bliss going right into referee James Hampton.
Looked like a game of pinball there as Romeo bumped into Hampton, then bumped into AJ, able to recover, but now AJ hooking him and takes him over with a suplex. Go for the pin. Only gets two.
That would be a suplex that would put many men down. Obviously not Romeo Bliss.
Well, this is personal. We know that attack on Romeo was obviously engineered by Jeff G. Bailey on the behalf of AJ Styles, because Styles
didn't want to
face him.
Oh, not quite a Flair-like chop, but I think kind of a very Bliss-like chop.
That's right. He doesn't have to be like Flair because he's been very successful just being himself.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Ducks the clothesline, ducks the elbow, comes across. Body press.
Double body press there, but Bliss managed to find himself on top of AJ Styles, but still not enough for a 3 count. I think these guys are a little on edge here tonight. I mean, normally winning a match is very important, but this time losing a match means you're toast for 30 days. You're gone.
That's right. You're out of Wildside, and of course, when you're not in Wildside for 30 days, that means you don't get paid for 30 days.
Ugh. Horrifying thought, that. God, where else can you work? There's no other wrestling group here in the North Georgia area, is there?
No, or in the entire state of Georgia, for that matter.
I see.
Romeo Bliss, now notice, doing very well in the opening goings, but also very slow. We had a great sequence earlier with an arm drag, then a hip toss and a body slam, but very slow to follow up on each. Still hurting with that left knee, very gingerly, taking precautions in the early goings of this match so that it will still be as good as it can be for the latter stages.
Well, that's true. You have to approach this match very cautiously. I think both Romeo and AJ realize this match is not going to be a short one. Neither guy is going to allow that to happen. So they're going to have to choose their moves wisely. AJ, with all his incredible high-flying tactics, as well as his new groundwork, as we pointed out before, can't do everything with the kitchen sink within the first 3 or 4 minutes, or he'll be gone. He'll be toast. He's got to spread it out. It's actually very smart, very intelligent wrestling from both opponents here this evening.
Well, they know each other very well. They've both been scouting the other opponent, watching not only their match several weeks ago, but also past matches on both sides. And, oh, Romeo just flipped over the top rope to the floor.
Oh, and he landed a little cockeyed on that left knee, no less. Oh, just the leg. He didn't need to be landing on a last. And Romeo, he's hurting. He's hurting.
Romeo laid out on the hardwood floor here at the NCW Arena in Cornelia, Georgia. Look at Bailey. Bailey stalking him.
He's looking a little shifty. Well, he always looks a little shifty.
Oh, come on.
James Hamilton catching Jeff G. Bailey, putting the boots to Romeo Bliss, but obviously going to allow that. Oh, we have AJ up top. Oh, a shooting star press off the top turnbuckle onto the floor.
So much for the ground game. Oh, my goodness.
I can't imagine. I wonder who's hurting more, Styles or Bliss?
I have never seen a shooting star press from the top rope all the way to the floor. You're talking, I don't know how many feet up in the air AJ was.
I kind of wonder about the mental abilities of AJ. Oh dear, face full of security railing. That's something AJ wasn't accounting on. I can't believe Romeo had that in him after taking the shooting star.
No, and Bailey attacking that knee. Bailey putting the shoes to that injured left knee. James Hampton right on top of the action. Oh no, face first in that metal post again.
I had no idea that these guys are capable of such punishment. I thought they were going to be so much more involved in the mat work. I didn't expect to be taking out literally almost into the streets of Cornelia here on the floor of the NCW Arena.
Well, both men were even in that early exchange, and neither man able to get the advantage, so both men are going back to what they know best. And now we'll see who the better man is, and we'll see who has to leave Wildside for 30 days.
Yeah, but at what cost? After all the punishment they've taken in the last 2 minutes on the floor, the security railing, the shooting star press, kicks from Jeff G. Bailey. These guys are standing. Go figure.
Oh, Romeo's not standing.
Yeah, I'll check that. Obviously not Mr. Bliss.
A direct hit to the injured left knee of Romeo Bliss. And now AJ Styles has that leg and is twisting it in ways it was not meant to be twisted.
Obviously a variation on a figure four. Romeo managed still to pull a shoulder up there. I'm kind of surprised it's taken AJ this long to work on the knee. That's not something that he normally does. The Anderson brother ethic, the working on a single body part, is not particularly AJ's method of operation, so I'm kind of surprised it's taken this long, and almost Jeff G. Bailey to point the way, interestingly.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Bailey wanted him to attack the knee from the beginning, but perhaps AJ wanted to beat him fair and square in the early goings, and then when he was unable to do it, he got frustrated and went right to that knee.
Ugh. Obviously, that's where the most punishment can be achieved. That's where the most success is going to be achieved in this match, and I think AJ realized it as of right now.
Plus, with that knee injured, it's going to be that much harder for Romeo to put AJ in that pile driver, his finisher. Now AJ up top again. What's he going to do now?
Another shooting star? No, a good old frog splash right on the money. And unbelievably, Romeo kicks out again.
Well, Romeo doesn't want to leave Wildside for 30 days.
No, he certainly doesn't, but after the punishment he's endured, I'm kind of surprised he can even consider rolling his shoulder.
Romeo is in pretty bad shape now. Romeo in bad shape, and AJ Styles taking advantage of it. Knuckle sandwich. Oh, yeah, you should be real proud, AJ.
AJ obviously very proud of him because Price is not getting back on his opponent instead of gloating to the fans at ringside. Why does he keep going for the a fist to the face? I'm surprised he's not going for the leg. I guess going for the leg is just not in AJ Styles' vocabulary.
It's not AJ Styles' style, but now up top for a third time. Flying body press, but his momentum. Romeo able to turn him around and only got a 2.
But couldn't hang on to AJ after all the punishment that Romeo has endured. Was not able to keep AJ Styles down for the 3. And AJ, he's throwing Romeo precisely in the same place where Romeo has taken the most punishment. And here's that damn lawyer. God, I hate Jeff G. Bailey.
Bailey going to work once again on Romeo's left knee, the one that was injured in that attack by the Cole brothers, the one that's been injured and continue to be worked on in this bout. And Romeo Bliss still manages to get back up to his feet and into the ring.
Well, he doesn't want to be counted out because a count out will result in you being gone for 30 days. The loser of the match via any method. Whoa! Perhaps, no, alas, no.
Went for a desperation sunset flip, but couldn't put AJ away, and AJ quick to get back up to his feet.
What a Romeo. Romeo's on Wobbly Street. And so am I.
I've never been there. Is it nice? Oh! Neck breaker out of nowhere by Romeo.
Kind of surprised AJ in the process, too. And Jeff G. Bailey is not particularly happy. But of course, he always looks that way.
I mean, imagine if he doesn't get his percentage of AJ Styles' salary for the next 30 days. He's got a lot riding on this, too.
That's true, which might explain why we've seen Jeff G. Bailey get involved in this match much more than he normally has. Well, Romeo's not even able to climb up to the top rope on his own.
Twist of fate by AJ. This could do it. Romeo, at 2.5.
Oh, I thought for sure if Romeo was not even able to climb up to the top rope, that surely he wasn't able to kick out of this pin, but he did.
Unbelievable amount of guts displayed by Romeo Bliss, but AJ Styles is dominating this bout. Oh, flips AJ over, but AJ lands on the apron. Oh, snaps him over the top rope, the back of the neck, and his momentum carried him forward and down to the floor.
I think this might be the break that Romeo Bliss needs, maybe to get that, I wouldn't say second win, but I think he's down to his 4th and 5th by this time.
Yeah, but will he get the rest, or is he going to go out to the ring and go to work on AJ? And this may be a big fatal mistake.
That's a big mistake. I can tell that from here. He should have just stayed in the ring, maybe hoping for a possible count out from AJ, even though that's not really Romeo's style, but I think tonight, maybe it should have been.
Chopped him into the front row.
Right into the lap of the sign guys. God help him.
Get him in the ring, Romeo. You can't win.
And there's Yukon Eric in the front row. Good to see he's still getting work.
And now it looks like Romeo going to take him to another side of the NCW arena.
It's the NCW Arena Tour, ladies and gentlemen. And your tour guide, Romeo Bliss.
Yes, but a tour that AJ Styles wishes he never signed up for.
I didn't think AJ likes sitting in the front row. He doesn't like diving in there, though.
Now Romeo quick to pull him back over that security barrier.
I think referee James Hampton is getting a little bit perturbed with all of the outside of the ring activities in this match. If either guy is not careful, somebody might lose this match by accident, and we wouldn't want that.
Now another chop, and for a third time, AJ Styles finds himself in the front row here at the NCW Arena in Cornelia, Georgia.
The front row tour for AJ Styles. Okay, time to get it back in the ring. Oh boy, Jeff G. Bailey, boy, he's I wonder if Romeo Bliss realized that Jeff G. Bailey's. Oh, yes, he does.
Oh, yeah, he does.
What's that breeze? Oh, it's Jeff G. Bailey running for his life.
Never seen him run that fast in his life. Well, except when there was a car accident a couple blocks down. I didn't even hear the cars crash, but he must have super hearing. He was out the door trying to sign them up.
And if he had not, he's chasing those ambulances in the process.
Romeo very slow to get up top, and AJ met him and took him down. That knee still affecting the game plan of Romeo Bliss, not able to do what he wants to do.
These guys have fought literally, here's the old cliche again, tooth and nail, and they're still sticking with it because there's so much riding on 30 days gone.
Oh, 450, nobody home. Bliss rolled out of the way at the last second.
If it's 450 with nobody home, you could probably subtract a few numbers, I would think. Unbelievable, daring move from AJ Styles, all for naught, and AJ tastes the canvas.
After the early goings of this match didn't go AJ's way, he's pulling out everything in his arsenal and a few things that we've never seen before, but still unable to put Romeo away. Romeo, can he get it? Can he make it to the top rope? No, AJ up to meet him once again. Oh, Bulldog!
And a good one. I can't believe Romeo still landed on that bad leg. Wait a second, that's a pin. But Jeff G. Bailey's managed to get a leg over the bottom rope. Is referee James Hampton going to allow that? Will the referee allow that?
It looks, oh, come on. Bailey at the last second draped AJ's leg over that rope and then pointed it out to Hampton. And now Hampton ruling that the match will continue.
Oh, definitely an unfair advantage for AJ Styles, even though AJ is definitely on a hurting streak right now. A lot of streaks involved in this match. But I don't know, this is not a good move. Romeo should not be going up to the top rope. It has not worked for him in the last 10 minutes. He shouldn't be doing this. His balance is severely threatened. And there's proof of the pudding right there.
We got pudding?
Yeah, and there's proof.
Romeo Bliss just took a nasty spill all the way from the top rope to the floor here. I don't even know if he can continue.
I don't think he can. I'm surprised James Hampton is not counting anybody out here. Decide, oh, I see, making the opportunity. Now, wait a second. Now, why would Bailey roll Romeo Bliss in when AJ could have gotten the count out here?
Well, we're about to find out. Oh, leg drop to the back of the neck by AJ. Romeo just got his foot on the rope. Oh, no!
But Bailey throws it off. Did James Hampton see that? No, he certainly didn't.
Oh, come on.
Oh, this is an unfortunate move for Romeo Bliss. And Romeo, who didn't deserve that pin, now has to leave Wildside for 30 days.
AJ Styles.
Oh, and Bailey's ecstatic. Bailey's ecstatic. Look at him.
Let's leave Wildside for 30 days.
Romeo Bliss, a valiant effort. In a one-on-one match, he may have had it, but this wasn't one-on-one, Steven. This was two-on-one.
Well, it certainly was. Obviously, the Bailey factor always figures in so many matches here. And now Romeo has got to leave NWA Wildside for 30 days.
Romeo.
Well, it may take him 30
Romeo.
It might take him 30 days to rehab that leg, if nothing else.
What a load of crap.
Once again, the winner of the
Romeo Bliss has to leave.